So I just want to cover the scenario where you have a demand and supply issue happening at the same time. There's only one little aspect of the homework that even talks about this, but it's worth mentioning. So in the real world, you could have a scenario where with multiple things going on at the same time, you have the demand curve shifting and the supply curve shifting at the same time. What this does is it makes a variable ambiguous. And by ambiguous, I mean you can't really determine what direction it's going to move. So, for example, let's take this scenario. We did it before. Price of gasoline rises. We said that was a demand issue, causes more demand for hybrids. And a new technology reduces the cost of production. That's a supply issue. So let's just look at this real quick. Take the gas prices rising. That causes more demand for hybrids. More demand for hybrids causes a higher price in the marketplace. Take the other one, the technology for sellers. That would shift supply to the right, and shifting supply to the right creates a lower price in the marketplace. So if both these things happen at the same time, demand raises price by going to the right, supply lowers price by going to the right, the price would be ambiguous in this marketplace, meaning you couldn't really determine what the price would be. We don't know which shift is larger. If the demand shift was much larger, for example, if the demand shift was much larger than the supply shift, then prices would go up. If the supply shift was larger than the demand curve shift, then prices would drop. There's no information telling you which shift is larger. What you do know is that because both curves are moving to the right, quantity in this marketplace is increasing. Now, just a quick thing, if you had an ambiguous quantity, it would basically be because one curve increased, meaning shifted to the right, and then the other curve shifted to the left. When one goes to the right, that would raise quantity. If one goes to the left, that would lower the quantity down. So that's when you'd have an ambiguous quantity case, when one curve was moving in one direction, the other one was moving in the opposite direction.